Hello everybody and welcome once again to another part of Let's Play Alan Wake. The old horror, psychological action horror thriller thingy-majiggy. Right, as we left off last time, we just ended the last episode with a nice catchy tune, and then we found ourselves here in the present time at the police station, and yes, a man who says he has kidnapped Alice has instructed Wake to stop talking to the police and examine a junk car in the sheriff's station's back lot. Well, Alice has been held hostage. Quite an interesting turn-up. So, yeah, as you probably know if you play this game, it saves automatically at each checkpoint, and I just had to load up the last checkpoint and start a little bit again to get back to the same point. And on the way, I actually noticed that I missed a manuscript paper the first time round. And it was this one. Alice sees a shadow. So I'll just play it for you.
Alice looked through the viewfinder, lining up the shot. Cauldron Lake was breathtaking. Something caught her eye. A figure standing in the shadows behind the cabin, like a thin woman in a black dress. She lowered the camera and looked again. No one there. Just a collection of bushes that looked vaguely human-shaped. She shook her head and laughed.
Is it that woman from the diner with the hooked nose and the black veil? I think so. Who is she? Do we ever find out? We'll have to see. Let's have a listen to the radio.
Well, folks, it's been another long night, and it's about time for me to sign off for a while. God knows I need my beauty sleep. Just one more item before I go. It's been a busy night for the sheriff's department. We've had a few broken windows, even a report of shots fired on Main Street. Deputies Mulligan and Thornton had to deal with two intoxicated young men who were celebrating the completion of their Deerfest float. Now, folks, we get this every year. I know it's exciting that the big day's almost here, but let's save it for the party and leave the gunplay for the shooting competition, huh? There's no point in getting all worked up yet.
Well,
The caller had told me to find a hole in the fence behind the police station. There was something for me in an abandoned car.
okay, there it is, I can see it. I'm so tempted to go back and listen to the radio. Hopefully my troubles will go away with the sound of the delightful music. Or maybe they won't. Okay, how do we get through this? Do we just like beat down this thing? Oh! Indeed we do. Alan Wake learns Kung Fu. Another manuscript page. Wave at Lover's Peak.
The kidnapper
Oh,
fired
wait.
his gun one last time, and the shadow vanished into the darkness it had come from. See? Nothing to it, Wake. The thought of Alice in his hands was revolting. We stood on the wooden platform of Lover's Peak, the waterfall and the mountain behind us, the lights of the radio mast blinking red in the heights above. I fought with the urge to take a swing, force myself to speak. Let's cut the act now. Where's my wife?
Oh, this looks horribly like one of those, what's the word I'm looking for? Those manuscript pages that predicts the future. The prophecies, that's it. A prophecy type manuscript. We're on our way to Lover's Peak to find this man. Is this what's going to happen? Okay, what has he left in store?
Alice's driver's license had been placed on the front seat.
What?
The caller meant business.
Where is it? There it is, it's there. Pick it up.
Barry?
Ow! Thank God! Where the hell have you been? I've been trying to reach you for a week, you and Alice. I've been worried sick. I flew out yesterday. I'm here in Bright Falls.
Barry, listen to me. I'm at the sheriff's station. Come and get me. I can't talk now.
Ow! What the hell is going...
I had to get the sheriff to let me go. I needed to get to Elderwood National Park to meet Alice's kidnappers.
Come on, Barry's on the way. Our good old friend Barry is hopefully coming to assist us in this little predicament that we find ourselves in. Just gonna jog on quickly to find the sheriff and get the hell out of here. Oh!
A writer is a light that reveals the world of his story from darkness, shapes it from nothingness. The way a sculptor carves a statue from a block of granite. If I stop, the world I'm making dies. Darkness will reclaim it. It's a long, hard journey into the dark. Alice's life is at stake, but I can't think about that, or I'll lose it. The dread lingers at the edge of perception. I'll push on. Anything is possible here. I'll write the story. I'll save her.
Oh my goodness. Bizarre goings on. Turn the lights back off quick.
Marvelous, Sarah. She just wanted to settle all the damage the Anderson brothers might have inadvertently caused on their recent and regrettable little outing. They are not accountable for their actions, of course. I can assure you that...
Are you feeling any better, Mr. Wake?
I'd like to leave. Am I free to go?
Well, we still need to talk about...
Am I under arrest?
No, of course not. But I need to know where you'll be staying so I can get in touch with you.
I'd avoid the motel. The Majestic is known for its roaches. The cabins at Elderwood are pretty nice, though.
That sounds perfect.
I'm Dr. Emil Hartman. I'd like to invite you to stay at Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Did you talk to my wife?
I had the pleasure of discussing your situation with her on several occasions.
Did you set something up with her?
I invited her here. My clinic is a place where...
Oh! Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Take it easy.
Right in front of a police officer! Crazy fool!
Nobody move. Get your hands off of my client.
Who are you?
I'm Barry Wheeler, his agent. If you have business with Mr. Wake, you talk to me. You yokels won't know what hit you once I sick my lawyers on your asses.
No harm done, Sarah. I'm all right. I don't want to press charges. Mr. Wake, my offer still stands.
Get me out of here.
I want to open your mouth, pal.
What the hell was that about, Al? We don't need a replay of that thing with the paparazzi. I thought they were gonna lock you up.
I had to talk to someone. I told Barry everything. He thought I was certifiable, but when he heard about the manuscript, I had him. The fact that I'd written something, even if I couldn't remember it, was enough for him. He smelled money. And he believed that Alice had been kidnapped. Anything beyond that was another story. I had a midnight appointment with the kidnapper in a place called Lover's Peak, somewhere in Elderwood National Park. The plan was to rent a cabin.
I don't like it, Al. I don't like any of it. It's not good. In fact, it's the absolute opposite of good.
Mr. Wake! Barry, you found him!
Hi, Rose.
Oh, wow. I was just thinking about you, too.
Great.
I was just bringing Rusty some coffee. He's on the balcony, looking after Max. Poor thing. I really need to go. Great to see you again, Mr. Wake. Later!
You could see the excitement in his eyes. He was so looking forward to seeing you, Rose.
Who's Max?
What an airhead.
Jeez, Mr. Takes a swing at everybody. This is not her fault. She's a very nice girl and, more importantly, a fan. She even has a fan site dedicated to you.
Yeah, whatever, Barry. More importantly is the fact that there is a buck-toothed Charlie mammoth here. Oh, look at this. State of this. Oh, dinosaurs on the back wall as well. I do like dinosaurs. This specimen, estimated to be 14,000 years old, was recovered from the La Brera tar pits in 1981. It was donated to the Elderwood National Park in 1998 when the Columbian mammoth became Washington's state fossil. Named Bucktooth Charlie, it has since become the park's official mascot. See? Told you it was impressive. I have an eye for these things. Okay, what else have we got here? We have some dinosaur pictures. Stegosaurus, some sort of crocodile thingy-majiggy. Yeah. Okay.
Seriously, Al, what you were saying in the car? Just listen to yourself. What, you shot a guy and his body just disappeared? When was the last time you slept? What, are you high? Have you been drinking?
No! Look, Barry, I'm missing a week, and someone's got Alice, and
Do
everything's
you
just...
understand what it sounds like when you say stuff like that? Don't get me wrong, it's a good story, could be a bestseller. But when you start confusing fiction with reality, you're buying yourself a ticket to the funny farm.
Wait here.
Funny farm. Maybe that's where he needs to go. Reacclimatize himself with reality. Who knows? Anyway, we'll end the part here. Just arrived to Elderwood National Park with Barry Wheeler, his agent, and we're now going to try and rent a cabin. So, join me again next time when we shall try and complete that minor task.